All right. Hey there, everybody. Happy New Year's. This is Roger, and this is your weekly software presentation brought to you by Infer Digital. It's a Tuesday stream, so that means we'll be taking a look at ImagePrint, our photo lab software. So let's get started. Today, I just wanted to keep it simple and talk about managing some of the configuration settings. So if I'm on ImagePrint and I want to change some of the settings, I'll come to this tab right here, Configuration, and I'll find this Save Settings button. I'm going to right click on it and go to User Dash Settings, and I'll get a box that appears like this. Now, as you can see here, there's a variety of columns and rows, and this will look different from person to person based on how many users we have. But we'll look over here at some of these fields, specifically the ones that appeal to workflow. So in this first column, you'll see that there's a username column to delineate, of course, whose settings we're adjusting. And as we maneuver to the right, we'll see some other settings. However, as you go about the business of registering profiles or adding users to your license, they will show up here for configuration. So if we scroll for a bit, we'll find the master import path right here. This is where all of your backup images are going to go. So if you remember in a different video describing one of the features for ImagePrint, we talked about the backup feature. This benefits you. If you don't remember, we'll go over it just very briefly. There's a couple of benefits to having this backup feature, specifically that we provide with ImagePrint. Is number one, frees up all your storage in your other devices. So if you have memory cards in your camera or thumb drives from other devices, you can delete all the images off of there, free that up, because once you import the images into ImagePrint, ImagePrint will take the images, copy them exactly how they are into whatever import path you decide, wherever the folder is. This could be a local area network or it could be specific to the device. And the other benefit to having master import path is now you have one workspace. So if you have this place where all the images are going on a local area network, I can now have other people that are working on the images and on the tests and on the jobs with me on one place. So now whenever I edit an image or whenever my partner edits an image, it'll be going to the same place. I don't need to send it to anybody. He doesn't need to send it to me. We just access it from the same place. So another highlighting feature that we want to talk about is this edit app path. Mind you that we've made ImagePrint work with a variety of different photo editing softwares, the majority of all of them. And right here, you could create the relationship between ImagePrint and the photo editing software that you desire. So as you can see here, I have my profile on Photoshop. I could change this to Paint or Photoshop Elements or some other software. And so I'll close out of this for a second and we'll just view an image. Just, you can see here, right here, we have a little button that when I click, it'll open up my photo editing software. As you can see, it just opened Photoshop right here on the bottom. I'm using two windows, so Photoshop opened up on this side. But as you can see, as this opens up, I'll drag it over here. The image that I clicked on opened up in Photoshop seamlessly without having any issues. And so as I make edits to this image in Photoshop and save it, it'll save it on that master import path where we have that backup. And I don't need to do anything else to the image. I just edit, save it, and now it'll update in the job. My whole team has it, and I don't need to worry about anything else. Then we have one more thing that I want us to look at over here in configuration. You scroll almost all the way down to the right, we'll see this job text field's default. Now, based on the user, I could change this however I want, but this is basically going to be the fields that I'm going to see when I create a new job. If you've seen our other videos where we created a job and imported some of the images, you'll see that we have something like this in that video, the SOI nickname, evidential pin, investigation name. In a different one, we could just have something simpler like photographer name, address, location. And on mine, we just changed it to have school name, collection date, photographer name, address, location. So as you can see here, this is what we have right now. This is what we had in a different video, so I'll show you right now what it looks like. When I come over to import and I create a new job, I'm gonna add a name to the job, test 3. And now I have these default come up. So this is going to be a beneficial function if you have some users that are specifically only ever working on school photography, for example, or corporate photos, for another example, or family portraits. We'll have different users set up at your disposal, and you can have all these text fields show up so that way you can add values to them. You can add information to the photos, and they will seamlessly incorporate them into the photograph's image information. And that's about it for configuration here. Just wanted to demonstrate some of the customization that you can have with ImagePrint. And we do this to make the workplace a little bit more seamless, a little bit more effortless, make it a little bit more efficient. We do it for you, and we could always add things, change things up the way that you need it to work, because that's what we pride ourselves on here. So if you have any questions, comments, conundrums, and/or snarks, please feel free to write us at inferdigital.com, or you can write me directly at roger@inferdigital.com. And as always, thank you for watching.